Honorable viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Department of English. Today's topic is IELTS score requirements for top universities in Australia. So let's get started. According to the Australia University rankings, the top 10 universities in Australia are University of Melbourne, University of Sydney, Australian National University, University of Queensland, University of New South Wales, Monash University, University of Western Australia, University of Adelaide, Macquarie University, University of Wollongong. If you are planning to study in all of these universities, here is a list of IELTS requirement for top universities in Australia. After knowing the IELTS requirement, you can make a study plan, get started with IELTS academic preparation, and work hard to reach your goal. University of Melbourne. For future undergraduate students in University of Melbourne, you need an overall IELTS score of 6.5 or more and no band lower than 6 point. In addition, students with an overall score less than 7 point will be asked to take a diagnostic language test when they enroll at a university. This test does not affect enrollment or program placement but can be used to determine if a student should receive additional English support from the university during their studies. For future postgraduate students, different graduate programs have different IELTS requirement. Most MA and PhD programs require a minimum overall score of 7 points. Some programs require a minimum overall score of 6.5, and the requirements for the scores on individual IELTS sections vary a good deal depending on the program. Check out the University Graduate English Requirements list to find out the requirements of your program. University of Sydney. The standard IELTS requirement for undergraduate programs is an overall score of 6.5 or more and no band less than 6 point. However, there are a number of exceptions where higher whole test or band scores for IELTS may be required. The standard IELTS requirement for graduate programs is an overall score of 7 point or more and no band less than 6. However, many programs require a higher score than the university's minimum requirement. Check out the official list of graduate program English requirements to find more information. Australian National University diploma programs require an overall score of 6 point and at least 5.5 in each element. Regular degree programs require an overall score of 6.5 and at least 6 point in each element, and graduate law programs tend to require 7 point for the whole exam with at least a 6 point in each element. University of Queensland. Both undergraduate and graduate programs require an overall score of 6.5 and no band lower than 6 point in each element. Some programs have a higher requirement than the IELTS, so look up your program's admission details. University of New South Wales. The standard IELTS requirement for undergraduate and graduate programs is an overall score of 6.5 and at least 5.5 in each element. However, there are many exceptions. To give just a couple of examples, undergraduate business programs require a 6.5 whole test score and at least 6 point in each element. Law graduate programs require 6.5 overall with a minimum 6.5 in writing and minimum of 6 point in all other bands. To see all of the exceptions to this school's primary IELTS standards, see this detailed breakdown of the University of New South Wales English language requirements. Monash University. Monash University requires an overall IELTS score of 6.5 and minimum score of 6 point in each element. Some programs have a higher requirement. Seek out the program that you are interested in. University of Western Australia. UWS, standard undergraduate and graduate requirement is a minimum overall score of 6.5 and at least 6 point in each part. However, a number of specific masters and doctorate degrees require a higher score. University of Adelaide. Whether you are applying to University of Adelaide as an undergraduate or graduate, the standard requirement is an overall band score of 6.5 and a minimum score of 6 point in all elements. However, there are many exceptions for various graduate and undergraduate programs. University of Macquarie. The minimum IELTS band score requirement for Macquarie University is 6.5 with a 6 point in each element. However, many undergraduate and postgraduate courses have their own special IELTS requirements. To see the IELTS score, you will need to go to Macquarie University English Language Requirements phase and check the drop-down menu as leveled standard English requirements and special English requirements. University of Wollongong. University of Wollongong has no general IELTS requirement. You need to find your course and then click International Students at the bottom to learn the specific IELTS requirements. So that is all about today's topic for the timing. Thanks for your patience here. Bye bye.